you have an old truck, most likely you're going to get spots like this where the paint is just chipping off in chunks. So what a lot of people do is just ignore it and always think, hey, someday I'm going to fix that the right way. I'm going to get it done right. I'm going to use the proper tools, and you never get around to it. And then it starts to rust like that. And then eventually you got a hole in your truck or holes all over your truck and water dripping on your head while you're driving. You think, damn it, I should have done something. So here's how to do it cheap. This isn't how to do it right necessarily, but this is how to do it cheap for about 10 bucks in about half an hour. I think the most important part of this job, if you're going to paint things yourself and not do it the right way, is to get paint that matches. So you want to check the color codes and make sure that you get the exact matching color code for your vehicle. And then you can do a sloppy job and it looks good from 50 feet, which is all I'm going for. I just want to get rid of the gray spots. I don't really want to actually do the work or do it right at this point. This is the brand I'm using, Duplicolor Perfect Match. That is the color of this particular truck. You can see matches up pretty good. The cap is supposed to be the same color as the paint. And I've had good luck with this on other cars as well. One thing to note, if you have a white car, you have to make sure you match the white, because white isn't really white. There's a whole bunch of different shades of white. So if you just get regular white paint, it's gonna look way too bright on your white car. So what you do is clean it, get a credit card or something and chip under it and chip up all the loose pieces until you get to good paint. Sanding it with some really fine sandpaper just to create some scuffs for the paint to stick to would be a good idea here. I'm going to use steel wool just because I don't have any really fine sandpaper. The only trick here is you don't want a million tiny little metal shavings in your paint. So after I do this, I'll have to clean it up. But I just want to make sure I get all the surface crud off of here and give the paint something that at least it has a chance to stick to. And also maybe break loose any of the chunks that aren't really stuck on right now around the edges. If you're going to use a blanket like this, I got the blanket tucked in the doors so it's not going to blow over into my fresh paint. And I'm protecting my windscreen, and now I'm just going to blast this section. Following the instructions on the can. I'm going a little wider than the affected area. Bonus paint here. I just want it to go on thick and stick. Because I'm painting it on gray, it's not going to match the color unless I get it on pretty thick. There you go, paint soup on the truck. So hopefully that'll look better for a couple of years. So I painted it early in the morning, hope it doesn't rain, but I painted it early in the morning. So the plan was to paint it in the shade, and then the sun's gonna come around and it's gonna burn the paint in and help it dry. But you don't wanna paint this in direct sunlight when it's 100 degrees out. You wanna do it at a kind of a cool temperature. It's probably 70 degrees here now. All right, so the end product looks like this. It's a little bit shinier than the rest of the hood, but the color match is good. So if somebody's more than 10 feet away and this truck is as dirty as it normally is, nobody will even know. The only thing I have noticed when I do this is like sometimes a piece will pop up, like you can see that one piece popped up. So the new paint will actually get under there and loosen it up and pop it up. So I can live with that. When that does happen, you don't want to go in there and try to chip away and fix it when the paint is wet. You want to just let it dry and deal with it later.